Did you know that there are some artists that had successful reggae and dancehall songs that were not Jamaican? Don't lie, you didn't know that. Don't lie, you didn't know that. Anyhow, your girl Babbzy here is going to teach you all some of the people around the world that had big hits in dancehall and reggae and they did not come from Jamaica. So guess what? Class is in session.
Babbzy, see them. One more year on the blog of them. Then I go live to see Babbzy broke again. She get the wings them, so she not stuck again. But the bad mind out of luck. But she have some hard work you put in. And them a block the door, never want you put a foot in. But what fi bip, happy bip. No man can't try take what happy we end. So big up, open big up, and all who not forget big up, chuck off. Babbzy, we talk that big and serious and a smiley face. No laugh.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Babbzy here. Babbzy for the win. Yeah, coming with another educational type video blog. I'm going to be teaching you guys some of the artists that have had hits in dancehall and reggae and they don't come from Jamaica. Now let me reinforce what I mean by some of the artists, because I saw a lot of stupid comments on my last video. There's no possible way for me to ever get up here and do a video of every single person in the history of the world that's ever had a reggae or dancehall hit that don't come from Jamaica. The same way that I wouldn't be able to tell you on the reverse side, the Jamaican artists that had soca hits and calypso hits. Like, that's gonna take me years to tell you in a video. So I don't know if you guys are just angry all the time, but really and truly, I didn't forget anybody. I listed the people I wanted to list. And if you want to list your own people, go do your own rasshole video and stop bothering people. You understand? And if you don't know, I am on all the other social media outlets. My name is Strictly Babbzy on Instagram, on Snapchat, on Twitter. Every single outlet, my name is Strictly Babbzy, except for Facebook. My name there is Babbzy at large. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel right here, because this is where I do my rants and my reviews. I do have a reality channel that I'm trying to get back up and running, and I have a beauty blogging channel that I'm trying to get back up and running too. Give me some time. I was retired. Go easy on me. So we have an artist coming out of Dominica, not the Dominican Republic, because a lot of you struggle with geography too. Dominica. His name is Nazio Fontaine. Now, Nazio Fontaine was born in Dominica but moved to St. Martin to pursue his reggae career. Now, he released his first song in 1984, and it pretty much blew up right from there. He was like one of the top selling artists ever to have a single in St. Martin. Mind you, St. Martin's a small place, but he did go on to get major popularity around the entire world. One of his biggest songs is a song called Crucial. If you go on YouTube, actually I'm going to link the videos for you below so you can check out the songs on the playlist. He consistently comes in high with the numbers on YouTube, etc. You know, the last time he's done a compilation was 2007, so hopefully he'll bring his ass back out soon and start doing some shit. Damn, you didn't know there was reggae artists that came from Dominica, huh? My next artist is an artist that comes from South Africa, which is that way. His name is Lucky Dube. Now, Lucky Dube is one of the largest reggae acts ever to have come out of Africa. He was actually murdered in 2007 because there was a mistaken identity when they were trying to rob him. The people didn't know, so he's no longer alive. But trust me, Lucky Dube has songs galore. Some of his more popular songs were Different Colors, It's Not Easy, and this man stays steady, getting like 3, 4, 5 million views a video on YouTube. You need to check him out, trust me. Big up South Africa. Now, another artist from the African continent, but from Nigeria, is an artist named Pato Rankin. A lot of people may not even know who Pato Rankin is, but Pato Rankin was actually on Richest Entertainers Out of Africa list. He was one of the top grossing dancehall artists for 2016. You know, he actually performed on Sumfest this year. You know, he didn't get a really big response in Jamaica, but again, being an African dancehall artist, I don't expect him to be huge in Jamaica. He's pretty big around the rest of the world. You know, he has music videos that are in like the 28, 29 million view range. You know, he tours a lot, but again, you know, he's not popular in Jamaica, so a lot of people may not know him, but trust me, he's out here getting the numbers and he's making more money than a lot of the entertainers that live in Jamaica right now. Now we're gonna go over to Bermuda, that way, right? And actually, Collie Buddz, who's originally from New Orleans that moved to Bermuda, is a whitish looking Well, he does kind of look mixed breed. I don't know. I didn't do a DNA test ancestry on him, so I don't know what to tell you, but the man looks white. He is probably one of the biggest, like, non-Jamaican reggae acts in the world in the last, like, 20 years. He kind of blew up to stardom in 2006 when he's like, finally the herbs come around. Yo, I could not remember a dance that I went to when that song did not play. Trust me, that was one of his biggest songs. But then in 2010, he went on to do I'm Blind to You, Haters. I can't get up there. But yeah, another huge fucking track right there. Trust me, there was a point where I know a lot of people in dancehall were a lot offended at him being out here because he's like a white dude, non-Jamaican, on Billboard charts and shit. Collie Buddz really was doing this thing back in the early, like, 2010 era time. He's kind of died down now, but he's still putting out music and everything. But trust me, he was one of the biggest things in dancehall at one point in time. Now, my next artist comes from the Toronto T.O, where I am right now. The man's name is Snow. And if you don't know who Snow is, I don't think you know what dancehall is. Now, Snow had one of the biggest songs ever in Pharma and the rest of it, right? He spent 7 weeks at the #1 spot on the Billboard 100. Like, yo, that shit's unheard of. You know what I mean? He then went on to do the Anything For You remix with, like, the Nadine Sutherland, Buju, Terror Fabulous, Beanie. Like, let me tell you something. Snow had success. I don't know what happened to him all of a sudden. I don't hear him no more. I don't see him no more. But, yo, at one point in time, this man had the place locked the fuck down. You have to big up the white boy from Toronto, Snow. You can't leave him out because he did have some reggae dancehall success in his life. So, yeah, give the man a big up. My next artist comes from Barbados. Yes, they got dancehall and reggae artists that came out of Barbados. Yeah, that. This artist's name is Rayvon. Now, you might know Rayvon as Shaggy's sidekick, but let me tell you something. Rayvon has a few hits under his belt. A lot of them are collabs. His first real big hit was Big Up, all I need yelling, Big Up, Big Up. That's Rayvon. He's Bajan. Yeah, we claiming him. Don't even get involved with this. I'll be upset. I'm claiming him. He does have some other hits like Having a Bashment Party, you know what I mean? And then he's like, You're My Angel. Like, so he is kind of the hook singer on a lot of these songs. He did go on to have a, you know, solo career, which was not as successful as his collab career with Shaggy, but we still gotta give Rayvon a big up because people know his music and he's a motherfucking Bajan. Barbados of the Rasso world. Big up, big up. Another non-Jamaican artist that had major hits is my brother and your brother, Natural Black. Now, Natural Black was born in Guyana, Georgetown. No, he's actually from Linden. He's still touring, doing reggae. I saw him at the Barbados Reggae Festival last year. You know, he still gets around. He still has a lot of stuff going on. You know, his bigger hits came a while back, though. One of his biggest hits was in 2005, Far From Reality, on the Seasons Rhythm. As you know, Seasons Rhythm was real big back then. And he managed to squeeze into that next wave of cultural artists when, you know, it was Egyptian, Richie Spice. There was a few of them. He squeezed his ass up in there, so he managed to have a few hits on a lot of those bigger rhythms that came out. He also had a major song, Revolution, on the Revolution Rhythm. So trust me, Natural Black has had big tunes, million view songs, them kind of thing from Guyana. Big up the Guyanese posse. Outer Road. Mad. Now, I have an artist from Trinidad and Tobago. Well, Trinidad and Tobago. His name is Isasha. Now, as you know, Isasha was born and raised in Trinidad and Tobago, and he still lives there. And one of his biggest songs ever was Who Jah Bless Her. Tell them, no man like, you know, I can't do all that. And then voice season up, you know what I mean? That was one of his biggest songs that he's ever done. Another song that was extremely huge was Don't You Know Your Love Is So Deep. And again, Isasha managed to jump in that culture wave that happened in the mid-2000s with the Richie Spice, Egyptians, and them. So along with Natural Black, you know, Isasha managed to squeeze in there and get a bit of success and hang out a bit with the heavyweight folks in reggae and dancehall. You understand what I'm saying? And last but not least, as I said, there's more artists than this. Don't get in my inbox and come for me. I'm gonna curse you. Is Trinidad and Tobago again. Clap, round of applause. Marlon Asher. Now, if you don't know who Marlon Asher is, you live under a fucking rock. You might not have known he was Trini, but you better know who he is, because Gunja Farmer is probably the top, like, easily the top 20 biggest reggae songs of all fucking time. ever in the world. Like, it's in the league with like Beres Hammond, What One Dance Can Do. Like, Ganja Farmer took over the world when that song dropped. Now, Ganja Farmer came out around 2005, 2006, and back then I was a little bit more touristy, going around to the places, and let me tell you, there's not an island I went to, an event that I went to for dancehall, an event that I went to for reggae, that Ganja Farmer did not play, and to this date, that song still plays. It's at 15 million views on YouTube. Believe me, one of the biggest songs ever. When you hear the intro alone, you have to bust a skank. So I have to big up my boy Marlon Asher, another one right there that came in on that cultural wave with the Natural Black, I Sasha, you know, because if you didn't know how music works, especially with reggae, it kind of goes in waves. So, you know, you'll have a cultural wave where, you know, you have drop leaf rhythm and these kinds of songs, and then it's like for a while you don't hear it, and then it like comes back and circles around again. So a lot of these artists who were successful in reggae managed to jump on a wave, where other artists like, you know, Collie Buddz, Snow, who did dancehall, they didn't have to jump on a wave because dancehall is usually popular all year round. So there you have some of the people that I picked personally that I felt like, yo, they had some big songs, they had a lot of popularity, and they're still playing their songs to this day in events and dances. I'm sure you're going to tell me about people that I left out. So if you feel to go rant off in the comments, go right ahead. Make sure you subscribe to me because I'm going to be doing a lot more of these kinds of videos, 2 to 3 of these videos a week, because I would really like people to kind of get a better understanding of the music before they come out here and they start talking a whole bunch of crap. So it's your girl Babbzy. I gone. Love one up. Mwah. Bye.
Well, bust champagne and don't you worry your brain. It's Mr. Fox and Rayford in the bashment. Excitement, yeah?
Well, we're having a bashment party. People get to feel the hype.
Yeah.
Wearing Gucci and the money. Feeling rich like Wesley Snipes. Drinking crystal with my shorty. Burning my chalice through the night. And so we're having a bashment party. So